It's that time of year we've all been waiting for. No, the world isn't opening back up. But a new world is, and I've got all the details you need on Kamen Rider Saber. What's up everyone, I'm Hercules, and we finally have our first official look in details for the second rider of the Reiwa generation, Kamen Rider Saber. Our titular hero will be a novelist and bookstore owner by the name of Toma Kamiyama. Toma henshins into action after an encounter with Rekka, the Sword of Fire, grants him the powers of Kamen Rider Saber. Story-wise, an article from Toku Nation breaks down the details like this. Saber features a world based on fairy tales and fantasy adventures colliding with our own, centered over conflict with the Book, a legendary artifact that contains unparalleled powers and secrets. In ancient times, a sinister group known as Megiddo come forth to take the book for themselves. As a result of the conflict, chapters of the book were scattered across the world. A collection of heroes known as the Sword of Lagos unites to fight the evildoers and reclaim the book. The battles between both groups will throw the world into chaos, with people and places vanishing between worlds. The writing team will be topped by head writer Takura Fukuda, whose previous credits include Kamen Rider Ghost and the Spectre V Cinema. The team has stated that this will be a writer-heavy season with more than 10 unique writers by the end. Joining Saber right from the start in the Sword of Lagos will be lion-based Kamen Rider Blades, lightning-powered swordsman Kamen Rider Espada, as well as Kamen Rider Kenzin, who wields the Sword of Wind and sees Saber as more of a rival than an ally. Rounding out our initial cast of writers will be the traitorous Kamen Rider Caliber. Caliber is a former member of the Sword of Lagos that's jumped sides to take control of the book for his own purposes. Each writer will use this year's collectible item, the Wonder Ride books, to give them their respective powers. The Wonder Ride books will be based on elemental powers as well as fairy tales such as Peter Pan or Jack and the Beanstalk. Insert a Wonder Ride book, or 2 or 3, into the sinking sword driver, pull out the handle, and boom! You're a Kamen Rider this season. Kamen Rider Saber will begin airing on September 6th, 2020. And if you'd like to watch it with the community and I, Toku Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. every Tuesday night, twitch.tv/Hercules. So now that the official portion is out of the way, what do I think about? Honestly, the biggest pro is that it's been a long while since we got a magic-based rider. The last few years have all been very technology-based, and I kind of think they've run the wheels off of that concept for the time being, so this change of pace is great. I'm not completely sold on the suit, which is actually good news, don't worry. There's this weird tradition where if I don't like the suit at the start of a series, that means it's always going to be a good series. Xaid, Drive, Gaim, don't worry, it's a pattern, trust me. I'm liking the driver when it's activated, but without the books, it looks a little bare. Even with one book, it looks kind of bare. Espada is my favorite design we've seen so far, with Blades coming in at a close second. But my love of Blades will absolutely be dependent on how much we get to see of this sweet mini cart. One thing I want to touch on is my excitement for a big cast of riders, because 10 plus riders means one thing to me: death. Every show that's had an extended cast like this has been able to sacrifice a character to show actual stakes. That's something that I think has been missing from this year's series, and I'm excited for it to be an option for the writers of next season. But I want to know what you think. Everything from story to suit designs to theories you have, leave them in the comments section down below, or come find me on any social media. They are right there on the screen. Don't forget to henshin that like button into a blue boy and rider kick the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.